Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MMA game. It is your boy, the notorious Rastacam Cameron Roget. And today we're going to be talking about the recap of UFC 301, and we got a juicy fight night in St. Louis with Derrick Lewis against Nascimento. Can't wait. The Black Beast is back. But before we get into it, I got to introduce you guys to, it ain't K-Dot. Nope, it's not Drake. It's not the OVO team at all. It is my boy, my dude, my man, Ryan Cariss. Yo, Cariss, what's the word?
The man, the myth, the legend. His name is the notorious Cameron Roget. What's up, my dude, my homie, my brother?
What?
Yeah. Hey, again,
bro.
we are blessed to be in the studio and
Super.
talk about UFC Fight Night and UFC 301 recap, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
yeah,
dude.
we got a lot of
Hey.
juicy things to get into, especially with that 301 pay-per-view after 300. Crazy.
Mhm.
But I know you
Mhm.
got some news you want to discuss.
I do.
Talk to me.
I do. I got a couple different things. We got to start off, unfortunately, on a bad note because we were a little bit bummed
Oh, boy.
to hear this news that
boy.
Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
God
We've been following him this year. He is out of his
dang.
fight against Roman Dolidze. He
For
tore
real?
his ligament in his hand, so therefore he put a post out to let everybody know,
Damn.
sorry guys, I'm not going to be available. I tore a ligament, so I'm going to be out
That's
of his fight against Roman Dolidze.
So I wonder
Yeah.
who's going. Do we know a fill-in yet?
That's one thing they said within there, that they don't have
Okay.
a replacement as of
All right.
yet. Or maybe they're potentially going to move this a month or two. I don't know. I don't know how bad the torn ligament is. I know it doesn't take 1 month to be able to come back from that. So
yeah.
we're probably looking later on this year. But a bummer to hear that Fluffy is not going to be fighting
Yeah.
anytime soon. Hopefully Roman Dolidze gets a nice little new dance partner, though, and he can still fight, right? And that's kind of one positive. We can look at that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll
All
see.
right. Well, hopefully, I mean, they got time. They could hopefully find somebody soon.
They do. They do. They do. Got a couple of fight announcements
Ooh.
this week that I was
Ooh.
stoked.
Ooh.
I was stoked
What we
to
got?
write
What we
down,
got?
right? We're going to start with Kelvin Gastelum versus D-Rod Rodriguez
Oh, wow.
for June
That's a good one.
23rd.
That's a good one.
UFC Fight Night.
That's a good one.
That's going to be a good little
Main
banger.
event,
Yes,
co-main.
I think it's Maine.
Main.
I think it was
Okay.
Maine on that
Okay.
one. I think it was Maine on that one. So
I
that'd be a
like.
good
I
one.
like.
We got another one. We got Corey Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov on August 3rd are going to be fighting each other. Yes! We were talking about this, dude. We were
Yeah.
talking about this one a
Yeah.
little while ago. Being like, that'd be a
what
good
sucks is,
matchup.
like, I fucking love Corey.
Yeah.
But everybody knows Cameron has a soft spot for only one Nurmagomedov.
Only one.
And it's Umar.
And it's this one.
It's fucking Umar.
It's this one.
Don't sleep on fucking Umar.
Mhm.
Umar is
Mhm.
woo boy. That's gonna be a good fight.
So is that going to be a tough one for you to choose between? Because both of them, you're riding high on Umar,
Yeah,
and Corey's been doing Corey.
Yeah, bro.
And we felt that he's needed a title shot for a little while, but
You know what? It will be a tough one for me, especially I've met Corey too, and Corey's a fucking cool ass dude.
Yep.
But I am gonna go with my gut, and my gut's gonna be Umar. Like I'm gonna stick with Umar, but
Yeah.
I think it's a good test for Corey too, because y'all gonna see how good Corey is on the ground.
Mhm.
If Umar comes out and destroys him, then okay. But I think we're gonna see a new level of Corey, but you're gonna see how good Umar is,
Right.
and it's gonna be this fight.
Ooh, okay. So you're potentially going for Umar.
I'm going for Umar.
I think I
I'm going
might
Umar.
actually be going for Corey on this one. Kind of that little underdog type
Yeah.
style, because you kept saying, like, with Cam and these little underdog picks, we'll talk about that later. You never know, because Corey could be able to pull this out, even though he is the higher ranked seed.
100%.
You got Umar, who's the lower seed, and so it should be the fact that Corey should be able to take this away.
Nobody wants to fight Umar.
Nobody does.
Everybody been
Nobody
avoiding
does.
the man.
This-
So Corey stepping up is huge.
This is only a negative for Corey, right? The only thing he can do with this one is kind of lose, because he's already at the top. He's right there within
Well,
top
I
five.
think
He should potentially have the next.
Whoever
title
wins
shot.
this fight could call out for the title.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I think.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
whoever wins, like Corey wins, call him out.
Yeah, you should.
Call out the champ.
You should.
Call him out.
Mhm.
Umar wins, you better call out the champ.
You better be calling
There's
out.
nobody else
Sugar Sean.
that you should be fighting.
Mhm.
Don't do the Cheetos. None of that. Title shot.
So if Sugar Sean beats Marab,
Yeah.
is Sandhagen or Umar potentially the next person in line?
If
Could be.
If I'm Sean,
Yeah.
and I really want to build off of what the UFC has done for me. If Umar wins, What I do if I'm Sean? Hey, Umar, I run that back in Saudi Arabia, in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, let's go.
Ooh.
I'll go to your home.
Oh, he doesn't fight overseas though. Did you hear that one?
I don't give a fuck. if in this nature you're building a fight, you're talking shit. That's one of that's what I would do.
That's part of it.
If I'm Sean and I win, I beat Marab, boom. I'm trying to gain, fan money, pay-per-view.
Get that momentum, keep going.
This is me at the press conference. Umar, pack your bags. I'll meet you in Saudi Arabia.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
If Corey wins. Sorry.
If
Corey wins.
You're good.
Corey wins. This is Sean. Corey, pack your bags. I'll see you at Madison Square Garden at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. We talked about Madison the other day. That'd be great.
Either way, it's good.
He should say Madison Square Garden for either one of those. And the only reason why I said it is because I saw Sean had a post recently. The only reason why he doesn't have a fight is because he doesn't want to fight out of the United States. He wants to fight within the United States. So that's the only reason why.
So they're thinking about doing him and Marab out of the United States?
No, that's not going to. Where they're trying to find a spot in the United States that he can still fight at. He's not trying to go out of the States. So if he does get Umar, he probably is not going to Saudi. So New York, Madison Square Garden would still be a good call for both of them. At the end of the year. Yeah, for both of them.
Sean O'Malley? Yeah. Oh, man.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Because we already we've seen him in Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
New York. Mm-hmm. LA wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind seeing Sean in LA.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. How about you just come to San Diego?
Why not?
Why not? Why not? We need another one.
I'd be there.
It's been since 2022. We got 2 years.
Yeah.
We can do another one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else? What else you got for us?
UFC 304.
Okay.
Arnold Almighty Allen versus Giga Chikadze on July 27th. UFC 304.
I don't know how I feel about that one, but I'm going Arnold Allen all day.
I'm going Arnold, of course.
Yeah, all day. That's the Manchester card, right?
I think it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Wait, it was 304 or is it 306 for Manchester card?
I'm not too sure.
I'm sorry, I'm not too sure.
Okay, it's all good. Sure. It's all good, but still, Arnold Allen fighting, fuck.
Either that. Did you have anything to say about the 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. start time for that Manchester card
dude,
that we were talking about?
That sucks for the fans there.
Fucking horrible.
Like,
it's horrible.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. And if they figure it out when it has to be an early fight card for us, that's fine.
It's fine.
I'll still buy the pay-per-view. And if I can't watch it, I'll watch it at night. I'll be fine.
I'll watch it when I get up.
Yeah, when I get the chance to watch it, it's fine. But 3 a.m. in the UK, that's going to be tough for the fans in attendance, for the fighters. Bruh.
Yeah.
We in the US will still tune in to Uncle Dana. Don't worry. Don't worry.
But just move the time anyway, just because there's no reason to have it at 3 a.m. Just move it to the early morning, 9 a.m. or 12. How about you just move it to the afternoon like Tom Aspinall said? Have an evening fight for Manchester and have a midday fight for the United States fans.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the smart way to go. But whatever.
We don't make those deals.
I got a question for you. Question for
me?
John Jones has been in the news lately talking about potentially who he might be fighting next. Who do you think he should fight next? And I got 2 people. Maybe I should just let you guess, or should I? Sorry, after the Stipe fight, he's got 2 potential dance partners.
Okay.
Do you want to guess, or you just want me to tell you who they are?
Nah, you tell me.
Okay. So we have the interim challenger right now, which is Tom Aspinall, and the other one that just keeps getting thrown out there for his 3rd UFC championship belt, Alex Pereira, the Brazilian Terminator. Who would you rather see? Because John said he'd rather fight Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
Bigger name, bigger card, bigger everything, which I 100% agree with.
Yeah.
Or Tom Aspinall.
I mean, if you put it like that, listen, I think Tom is the future.
Yes.
Tom is the future.
I think Tom beats.
We have
John
to remember
Jones.
that we are seeing the end of John Jones.
We are.
It's getting towards the end. It's getting towards the finish line. He is the GOAT of all GOAT. I give him that. If there's one thing that would solidify John as a GOAT for anybody, new fan coming in, existing fan, MMA crazy fan, it's Pereira.
That's what I say. That's what I say too.
The thing is, where would you do that? I think there's multiple venues where you could do that fight. First and foremost, it'd be Las Vegas.
Yes, second.
Las Vegas. Second, New York City.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
New York City would be absolutely
Madison would be an absolutely
insane.
Banger. That'd be so much fun.
The last place you could do that.
What you got?
Miami.
Okay. I had a feeling you were going there.
That would be number 3.
Miami's a really good
that would be
crowd.
number 3.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because you'd get a lot of the South American fans coming, right?
Yep.
And then I think the American fans would come out regardless in support of John Jones. But it just, Pereira has just created this not villain. He's not a villain.
No,
I
he's
don't
not.
think.
No.
He's created this like almost villain superhero kind of thing where you like him a lot. You're fearful of the guy, but you want to see him do well because he doesn't say anything.
Nothing. Chama.
You just straight face.
That's it.
And we've seen John just go through some of the people who we considered being goats.
Yes.
So why not?
Yeah.
Why not give him
Pereira.
the guy? Give him Pereira. Just give it to him.
If he loses Pereira, does that hurt his stock?
I'm sorry, Stipe. I don't need to see. Give Stipe Tom. Give Stipe Tom.
They were talking about it too.
And give me John Jones against Alex. Put it on the same card.
I like it.
Put it on Madison Square Garden at the end of the year.
I'd rather have that.
Just do that.
I would rather have
Just do that. That way, if it all goes well for Stipe, champion, right off in the sunset,
done.
and then you can retire. Bam. Because then the loser, let's say John gets to Pereira. Okay. Then Tom against Pereira for the fucking heavyweight belt in 2025. And then both guys just ride off in the sunset. Goodbye. Adios.
Or John Jones just fights Stipe and then retires, and then we get Tom Aspinall and Pereira to fight against each other.
See, I feel if that happens, Pereira's going to make it easy work.
Ooh. I see Tom Aspinall just taking him down. Like I know. I
just can't. I can't see that man losing. I can't see him losing. I can't see him losing.
I don't want him to lose right now anyway.
And like even the loss against Izzy is a blur for me. Like it's like I remember seeing him knocked out, but then I'm like, it didn't really happen.
Sorry, that was lightning in a bottle a little bit on that one. A little bit lightning in the bottle. I mean, like I know what combo you're gonna do at me, and I'm gonna throw this right hand over top, and if it connects, great. If it doesn't, then oh well. And it connected.
Nasty. He was out. He was fucking out.
But
yeah, that was a good question, bro. I like that.
You're welcome.
I fucking like that.
Good.
Well, I got a bunch of questions for you talking about UFC 301. Hey. Now, man, it kicked off. It did in the early prelims. One fight that I do want to talk about is the first fight on the early prelims. Alessandro Costa against Kevin Borjas.
Hey.
Knockout.
Dirty knockout.
Bro, the Brazilians came out swing.
I think they were 10-0 for the first 10 fights. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Swing.
Yeah, they were ready to fight. Yeah, they've been waiting, chomping at the bit, trying to get in that cage and fight right now.
So having that fight come off how it did, that was fucking amazing. And then another fight that I felt terrible about because we told everybody to tune into it. Mauricio Rufy against Jamie Mullarkey. I did not expect Jamie Mullarkey to get his ass beat. His
ass beat, like his ass kicked.
Bad.
Yes, and Jamie Mullarkey doesn't get beat up like that, guys. That's why I was stoked about pulling his name from the hat, being like, "Oh, cool, I get Jamie Mullarkey." Rufy.
Yeah, Rufy is
wow.
I'm not gonna say he's a problem. He's somebody I'm gonna be paying attention to a little bit more.
Okay,
because he had a really good performance.
Got a question for you.
Hit me.
Dean Thomas said during the fight, he got questioned by Daniel Cormier being like, "Hey, what do you think about this fight?" He's like, "You know what? I see a little bit of a Conor-esque type style within Rufy. I saw it a little bit, but it's not the same. You can't really replicate Conor, right? Do you feel that he's got a little bit of it because of that calmness and the fact that he was throwing that wheel kick, throwing that right hand just like a bomb, just hitting him over and over and over and just precise and clean?
Nah, you know what? I'm not. I think a lot of people now are going to fall into the trap of mentioning Conor's name because we know he's going to be fighting pretty soon. So everybody's going to try and just mention it. Yeah, and not saying Dean was doing that, but I am not going to compare somebody else to my boy. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. I need to see more of it in order to say something like that, but I'm not going to put somebody on and say
on Conor's level.
Yeah,
and just compare
going to be
like Conor's Conor, and
chance.
that's it. Okay,
no chance. But there's only one.
There's only
watch this guy. Conor McGregor.
You only got one out of that, huh?
In the prelims. Yeah, I didn't want to keep going. My voice might crack or something. Then everybody's going to be making fun of me for it.
That's the fun part.
What I want to highlight on the prelims, though, there was a performance that really it shocked me from both fighters. Elvis Brenner against Mirtek Orbalai. Hey. Bro, that was a fight. That was a scrap.
That was a scrap.
Orbalai's a scary dude, but Brenner went at him.
Brenner put him in some difficult spots and put him in trouble a couple different times. We're like, oh shit, this is gonna lose.
Good fight. So if you haven't had a chance to watch maybe the prelims, you could watch them on ESPN Plus, the replay.
Right.
Definitely tune into that fight because that's it. I think both of those guys are gonna have a big future in the UFC.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And then in the main event for the prelims, Jack Shore against Joe Anderson Brito. Brito,
Could you look?
scary.
Were you looking away or were you looking at the
I looked.
looking? Oh,
Yeah,
I tried. Like I was
looked.
sitting there looking, and he just kept pushing on his shin, just like
Yeah.
moving it around. I'm like, stop! Like stop it!
Yeah.
Stop it!
I know Jack Shore's camp was pretty upset. They said there was no fracture.
It
was
wasn't
just a
broke.
cut.
Yeah, it was just a cut, and just bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Luke Rockhold. They gave that comparison where it's bleeding
Yeah.
from the shin and just going down.
It's tough. Like, do you let it keep going on?
Did they ask the fighter? I didn't even think they asked him.
I
How are
don't
you
know.
doing?
I
Like,
don't
are
know.
you okay? Can you walk? They didn't even ask him that. They just said, "Yeah, we're done." It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was kind of rough.
What?
Bro.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't happy about that one.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he's safe. He can come back.
True.
And I'm sure if all goes
True.
well and he comes back winning and getting results, they could always run that back.
They can. They
They
can.
could always run that back. And maybe it needs to be done outside of Brazil because maybe there's a little bit of home cooking. I don't know.
But those were nasty.
Yeah. There was some nasty leg kicks, bro.
like over and over and over. And he kept trying to dodge him, and he just couldn't. It was just too quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
So that was cool because then it led right into the main card. And the main card started off with fucking fireworks. We had Paul Craig against Cal Barhalio. Barhalio winning in second round by knockout. I'm fucking knockout. Knockout.
Yes.
Did you see it going any other way?
No. No other way in the world, because we had talked about potentially this maybe going to the ground because they're both black belts, right? So who was going to keep this on the feet? We were saying that Cal was going to keep this on the feet because Paul Craig's favorite thing to do is pull guard, bring you down to the ground, and try to get you to the ground. And Cal did not get into that game at all.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm going to talk a little bit of shit about
No,
Paul Craig
go
on
ahead,
this one,
go ahead,
because
go ahead.
remember how I kept saying there was a couple fights ago that he couldn't get this guy to the ground. He kept trying over and over and over, and he kept pulling guard.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did during this fight. He tried to pull guard and try to get him on the ground, try to scoot his butt towards him and try to like get him there. And Cal's like, no, bro, I'm not going into your favorite part of your game. How about we just stand on the feet and we try to bang it out, and I'm going to try to knock you out. And that's exactly what he did.
It's exactly
awesome.
what he did.
It was
bro.
awesome.
Exactly.
It was a really, really entertaining fight.
Knocked the fuck out of Paul Craig. Bad, bro. That was bad.
Paul Craig is going downhill. Unfortunately, it's sad to say.
Stick to the what is it? The UFC invitationals for a little bit,
jiu-jitsu or whatever. Yeah.
And then I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Paul, you great career, bro.
Yeah.
Great career. But
Yeah.
that seeing you get dropped like that, it hurt my feels a little bit.
It did.
Hurt my feels.
It did.
Then right after that, we had Michel Pereira against Ihor Porteria, ending in submission.
Who'd you have?
Round 1.
Who did you have?
I had Ihor.
Why?
Well, fuck. I didn't expect to see a fucking backflip cheating at. No, I'm just kidding.
That was close.
I was
agree.
not expecting to see, like, Michel came. Like, I knew he was going to come out fast, and I thought Ihor was going to be able to deal with that a little bit better.
Right.
Fucking didn't.
Not at all.
And what you see is what you got. Pretty much. What you saw is what you got. And exactly how a Michel Pereira fight would go, that's what you got.
Entertaining.
Backflip, crazy shit. Fucking
one of the most entertaining welterweights in the division.
Yeah.
Excuse me. See, now he's in middle. This is middleweight now, isn't it? Sorry, he moved up to 185.
So I mean, this is good for Michel because now I want to know who's next. Who's next? Who's gonna take? Because
who's gonna ask for that fight? Who's gonna sign the dotted line?
There was one
on that
guy who's still missing a dance partner, and I would fucking not mind it.
Who you got?
Bro, One-Eyed Pirate. The One-Eyed Pirate. Why not?
Yes.
Because he was supposed to fight Ihor Porteria, and they moved him.
And that's why Michel stepped in on this.
Exactly.
Yes.
So give him the One-Eyed Pirate, and my One-Eyed Pirate would fuck him up.
Yes, he will. And give him a month or 2 months from now. Let's do this International Fight Week. July.
We could do it later, though.
July.
We could do it Saudi Arabia when the other fight was supposed to take place. It give him a little bit more rest
and
time.
The One-Eyed Pilot doesn't have to pass whatever he has got to pass for that one eye. He can do it over in Saudi and not have a problem. Yes. That's it. That's
do it over there.
That's what we want. That's what we want. One-Eyed Pirate versus Michel Pereira.
Come on now.
Ooh. Are you on board with me now, though? You like Michel?
I do,
okay.
but he's just fighting guys who I like before him. Right. So, like him fighting the One-Eyed Pirate, I'm going with the One-Eyed Pirate. I'm never going against the Pirate.
Yeah. What'd you think of the backflip? Could they have called that?
Yeah.
I thought they could have.
Well,
I thought it was close enough. In the moment when they saw it first and second time, I was like,
I didn't think anything of it. In the moment, like when it happened, I was like, "Oh shit, that was crazy."
I thoued he hit him.
You've done that before, and nobody's ever said anything.
No.
But when they slowed it down,
they showed the replay.
Yeah, then I was like, "Oh boy, that's iffy."
It was like
then
right
when they're talking, I thought for sure they were gonna say, "Hey, no contest."
Right.
But hats off to him; he got the fucking win. Call out the One-Eyed Pirate.
He should. You should.
Call him out. I
Dude, that'd be
dare
great.
you.
That'd be great.
I dare
That's one fight I'm looking forward to now. Besides this card that's coming up, I got one fight that I want to watch. But yeah, that's gonna be a good one. One-Eyed Pirate versus Michelle Pereira.
And then the shock of the night, Anthony Smith against Vitor Petrino. Anthony Smith gets it done by submission.
Who had the biggest smile
Round
on their face
1.
in this entire card was Anthony Smith. He had the biggest smile on his face because I think he was a little surprised.
And no damage.
None. I think he was a little surprised.
No
Even though he
damage.
said there's levels on this one, I think he was a little surprised himself that he was able to get him out that quick.
Yeah,
without
bro.
any damage, without getting his leg kicked. And he kicked his leg multiple times at the beginning, being like, dude, he's barely walking out of this cage. Good job, Lionheart. Good job, bro.
Hey,
well
you
done.
live to fight another
You
day.
sure do.
But who you
Sure.
calling out, I would stay far away from. I would not go against Pereira, bro.
Well, it's gonna be a grappling match. It's not a.
That's a bad idea.
It is.
That's a bad idea.
So for those of you who haven't heard, Alex Pereira called out Anthony Smith for being grappling and being on the ground. So what Alex Pereira said was, you can be on my back, you can have your hooks in, and you can be in was it a rear naked choke position, or was just you're on my back and you're being able to hold on?
Yeah.
You're being able, and I $50,000 if you can choke me out, or I win $50,000 if I can get out of it. Anthony Smith said, I'll take that, and I'm going to choke the shit out of you 100%.
I think they're going to do it, but it's going to go bad. They're going to end up fighting.
They probably will. They probably will.
It's smart by Anthony, bro, because he could call out his shot for another title shot.
Right? And it puts him within the news a little bit, and everyone kind of talks about it a little, put his name a little bit higher within that news to where it's like, okay, now let's see what happens next with Anthony Smith. So
interesting. But
Good win.
I mean, you shocked me.
Same
Happy
here.
for you, though.
Same here.
Again, it's nice seeing you get that win because you've been chasing it for a fucking minute, bro.
You have.
So happy for you. Happy.
Well
and
done.
then we had the return of the King of Rio.
King of Rio.
Jose Aldo against Jonathan Martinez wins by unanimous decision. You know, I kind of wish it was a 5-rounder.
I was thinking the
I was
same
I
thing
was
during the beginning of this.
It was 5, bro.
Why
3.
wasn't it? Yeah, for a co-main event at this status,
the King of Rio.
Yeah,
3 rounds. When I saw 3 rounds, I was like, oh, it's a wrap.
He's going all in.
He's gonna win.
Yeah,
there's no way.
No, because he's gonna win 2 rounds easily, and there's no way he's gonna lose. Yeah.
Hey, Jose Aldo looks so good. He looks so
he
good.
Looked really good. Like, where was the flaw in his game on this one? Where was it? I didn't see it.
He looked good.
I didn't see it. He made Jonathan Martinez look like he wasn't relevant within this fight a little bit. Like he wasn't even scared about him. He wasn't even afraid of his leg kicks.
Nah, bro.
Did he even kick him once? I don't even remember.
I don't remember it. All I remember is a good showing by Jose Aldo, and it was one that kind of reminded us that he may be older, but he's still got a little. He's got not a little fight. He's got a lot of fight still left in the tank.
Yeah.
Now, do you think he could get a title shot with this win?
If they fast track him, maybe. I don't want to say with this fight.
If you're Sean, do you call him out though?
Ooh. To make some history, yes. To make himself a legend, to say yes, I have this on my resume.
Yeah.
Yes, because he should be able to beat him.
He should.
Let's be real. He should be able to beat him.
Kicks, so.
I don't know about the leg kicks. That's maybe the question.
And Aldo showed me he got a little bit of a chin.
Ooh, he got cracked.
He got cracked. He
cracked.
was eating them. He was eating them. It wasn't no 13 seconds.
I think Aldo should have one more fight, and then potentially he could get a title fight. He could. It depends on who he fights next.
Cheeto?
But Cheeto's coming off of a loss.
Yeah.
So he's got to fight somebody who's coming off of a
Cheeto's
win.
way up in the ranking, though.
He is.
I think that's the thing. I don't know who else that would make it like inner. Oh, well, they were talking about Dominic Cruz.
They were talking about Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz is supposed to fight on this one of these cards.
That wouldn't be bad.
Up.
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be good.
I'd be okay. Dominic Cruz, Jose Aldo.
But that doesn't give Jose Aldo a title fight.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean? Like he's got to fight somebody within the top 10 that's going to give him an opportunity.
Unless
to
Sean
get
just
a
says,
title fight.
"Just come on."
Yeah, you're the GOAT. You're the legend.
Yeah.
Like let's get after it. After Umar.
Maybe. We'll see. Something to keep an eye on.
Okay.
Something to keep an eye on for sure. And then in the main event, we had Alexander Pantoja against Steve Erceg. Pantoja is still the men's flyweight champion of the world. He wins by unanimous decision. Now, I know a lot of people were skeptical. I saw online a lot of people tweeting, putting on Instagram that Erceg should have won. I'll give you my 2 cents. I didn't watch the fight live. I took off all my notifications and I rewatched it actually last night.
Nice.
Upon watching it, based off of damage and damage alone, Steve Erceg should be the new.
If we're talking about damage alone, I agree. If we're talking about damage alone, now if we're talking about winning rounds and everything, you got to beat the champ.
Yeah,
right.
You got to beat the champ. Pantoja.
Right. Steve even said it himself. He's like, I just didn't do just enough. I just didn't get enough. And Pantoja had a couple more scrambles, a couple more times that he was dominant within the fight, that he was able to use his grappling in order to be able to control the fight and put himself in a better position. And Steve Erceg wasn't able to do anything.
And two, like his ability to eat strikes.
That's another one.
Like, fuck, bro, you can hit him with it, but he's still coming forward, still
he took
coming
that,
at you,
elbow on the forehead,
taking you down, still putting you in bad spots.
Right.
I think that, I guess you could give him a little bit more, you know, okay, he was doing all these things and still imposing his will on his opponent.
Right. And still walking through all those strikes that you were taking from Steve Erceg and still being able to move forward, even though your face was nice and bloody.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was fucking, it was a good fight. Good fight for Brazil. I loved after, you know, seeing Pantoja, you know, give his mic spiel on the mic to the fans and whatnot. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
I just don't know who's next now.
For
Pantoja. I don't know who's next.
Okay, I was going to ask you this. Do you think Steve Erceg is a talk for future title fights, or is it going to take him 2, 3, or 4 to get back?
I think he needs 2 fights. Okay. 2 fights to get back. Okay. Because, I mean, if you think about it, he's number 10. They went all the way down to find this guy.
I know.
So I think 2 fights, and then he could get back. Because then you're going to have the guys who are ahead of him saying, well, what the fuck? We didn't get a chance. All right. So then now we'll see what happens with the top 9 guys. What happens there?
So Steve, this is his first title fight. This is his first 5-rounder. This is his first big experience for the top level guys. So I think you're correct in saying that. Give him 2, maybe 3, depending on the lay of the land during that time. Kind of like Corey Sandhagen has to do. He's got to like figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you hurt something or somebody gets injured. You never know. Then he could potentially step in and have it. But I think he did well enough that he proved himself that he deserves to be one of those top 5 guys that down the line somewhere that he needs to have another title fight, whether it's against Pantoja or somebody else that's got the title at the time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that 100%. So that's going to conclude our UFC 301 piece. So now we're moving on to UFC Fight Night St. Louis. So I'll name off all the prelims.
Yep.
And pick from a hat.
Yep. We got them in a hat.
All right. Here we go. So the first fight. I like this fight. It's the first fight of the night. Yeah. Actually, we have JJ Aldrich against Veronica Hardy in the women's flyweight division.
JJ Aldrich.
Veronica Hardy. That's Cam's pick. After that, we have Jared Gooden against Kevin Jousset in the men's welterweight division. You want to say anything?
You guys need to watch this one. If you're going to watch, this is our dude, Kevin Jousset. We are high on this guy, just so everybody knows. Pay attention to this one. If you don't get to see it during, watch it again because you'll like Kevin Jousset.
Actually, we could say this is going to be the stat pick. This is going to be Caceres' pick.
The
stat pick. This is the statistician pick on the prelims. After that, we have Charles Johnson against Jake Hadley. Good fight.
Charles Johnson.
This is going to be Cam's pick for the fight on the prelims.
Okay.
Billy Goff against Trey Waters. Trey Waters is legit, guys. Very good fighter. And Billy Goff is no sleeper either. Nope. Cam's girl's next. Actually, it's not Cam's girl.
Yes, it is a little bit.
She has a boyfriend.
It don't matter. You took a picture with her, so she's your girl.
Yeah.
For pictures.
Scary. Her boyfriend's scary, bro. Tabitha Ritchie against Tisha Pennington. Yes, Pennington.
Tisha.
Not Tisha Torres. Tisha Pennington. And that's going to be in the women's flyweight division.
I got Tabitha Ritchie.
Yeah.
I got Baby Shark.
Same. Baby Shark. Same. After that, we have Terrence McKinney against Estefan Ruziboev in the men's. I don't know what division that is. Lightweight? Are we moving up here for Terrence?
I think it's featherweight or flyweight.
Okay.
One of the two.
After that, we have in the main event on the prelims, Chase Hooper against... Gosh, bro, you guys love doing this to me. Vyacheslav Borchev.
Chase Hooper, come on,
in the men's
Chase Hooper.
Lightweight division. Chase Hooper.
They're both good.
I hope you get it done, but something tells me that the name that I cannot pronounce might get the job.
Where's he from? Sorry, click on his.
He is from Yo no sé.
Okay.
Not listed.
Okay.
Not listed.
It's not Estados Unidos.
It's definitely not.
Say that.
Definitely not. So let's pick out of a hat. Let's see who the fans. Let's see who cares. Let's see who Cam gets.
All right, you picked last week. I'm picking this week.
Gotta ride or die.
We're going fans first on this one. We have, congratulations. You've got Hardy. Is it Jessica Hardy? Sorry.
Oh, wow. Veronica Hardy. Wow.
Got Veronica Hardy.
That's a good pick, guys.
That's a
very
good
good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Very good pick. Dan Hardy's wife.
Hey. All right. I want Kevin Doucette. Who am I getting here? I'm getting,
Billy Goff.
Rebecki.
Oh, wow. You got Esteban.
Esteban versus Terrence McKinney. Okay. All right. I lost last week, by the way, because I had Jamie Malarkey. Did you win last week or did you lose last week?
I don't even remember. I got Bremer, I think I had Bremer, I think.
Brenner?
I think so.
No, you had Gomi.
He didn't fight. Couldn't make weight.
Oh.
Couldn't make weight. Did you see the video, by the way?
No.
Very bad. He had clothes on while he stepped on the scale, and he had people help him walk off. Threw up immediately after. That's just what I heard.
Yeah,
don't know how true it is.
Go to the hospital.
So,
get yourself an IV. Yeah, that's not good. This is why we don't like cutting weight.
And
who'd you get?
Waters?
Oh.
I got Trey Waters. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll take that, bro. That's he's actually in my pick for the that's
because that's a Billy Golf
fight. Yeah.
Hey, nice.
So I'll take that.
Nice.
I will take that.
Nice.
Trey is no joke.
No.
I like it.
No.
I like. Now in the main card.
Yes.
Do we have stats on all these guys or just some?
We sure do.
On all of them?
Stats on all these.
All right, perfect. So first off, we have Waldo Cortes-Acosta against Robelis Despaigne. I'm going Robelis.
I'm going Robelis Despaigne, and this is the fight that I was saying a little earlier. This is the fight of the night for me. It's because this Robelis Despaigne guy, holy shit.
Yeah.
6'7". Yeah, I'm gonna go over the stats right now. You ready? In the heavyweight division of 265 pounds, from the Dominican Republic, Waldo Salsa Boy Cortes-Acosta is the underdog in this fight at plus 140. Waldo is 32 years old, stands at 6'4", and his fighting style is a striker. Salsa Boy has a professional record of 11 victories with 1 defeat, 5 wins by KO, 1 win by submission, and 3 first-round finishes. Salsa Boy has a UFC record of 4 victories with 1 defeat, currently coming off a decision victory over Andrei Arlovsky back in January of this year, 2024. We didn't really like his persona in the cage, and I went talking a little too much shit against Andrei Arlovsky, but that's okay. All right. Fun facts about the Salsa Boy is he's coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 6, where it was a TKO victory, round number 1 back in August of 2022. The Salsa Boy meaning, just so everyone knows, Salsa Boy means that when he goes into his camp, he tells his coach he's going to salsa him up, which means he's going to fuck him up. So that's why they call him Salsa Boy. He was also a semi-pro baseball player where he was a pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds.
Okay.
From Cuba, Robelis Despaigne, the big boy, is the favorite in this fight at negative 166. Got to be honest, I thought it'd be a little bit
bigger,
higher than the 166. This is a little closer than I thought. He's 35 years old, stands at 6'7", and his fighting style is Taekwondo.
Okay.
He has a professional record of 5 victories with 0 defeats. He is undefeated. He has won UFC fight TKO round number 1 back in March of 2024. He's got some fun facts. He's a bronze medal in Taekwondo in the 2012 Olympic Games. Yeah, he was at the Olympic Games. He's from Cuba National Taekwondo National Team. The big boy, his nickname, the big boy, means that he was taller than everybody in Cuba, so they started calling him the big boy.
That's a way to
funny. Yeah.
give him a name.
Yep.
Love
and we're
it.
going with Robelis Despaigne,
100%.
the favorite in this fight.
100%.
Watch this fight, everyone. You're going to love this one. It's going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be a good one. It's not going all 3, by the way. At least that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a knockout.
Big boys.
Yeah.
Ending. First round.
Yep.
First round.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have Alex Caceres against Sean Woodson.
Hey, in the featherweight. Sorry, what did you say?
Sean Woodson, he's from St. Louis, isn't he?
I think he is.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm going Sean Woodson.
I think he is, and this is one of my dark horses, Sean Woodson, for this year, being like, pay attention to this guy. He's going to be a good one.
So you got Sean Woodson.
Yeah, I think I got
okay.
to. Yes,
Bet,
in the featherweight division, 145 pounds from USA, UFC's number 15th ranked featherweight in the world, Alex Bruce Lee. Is that the one we're looking at? Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres is the underdog in this fight at plus 160. Alex is 35 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is freestyle. Bruce Leroy has a professional record of 21 victories, 14 defeats. He's got 4 wins by KO, 7 wins by submission. Bruce Leroy has a UFC record of 16 victories with 12 defeats. Jeez, he's been around a while.
Yeah.
And 1 no contest. Currently coming off a decision loss to Giga Chikadze back in August of 2023.
Mhm.
Some fun facts. He's coming off of Tough 12, where he lost in the quarters to Michael Johnson back in the day. And his hero in life, I bet everyone can guess, is Bruce Leroy.
Be like water.
From USA, Sean the Sniper Woodson is the favorite in this fight. You're right over there, brother. At negative 192. He's 30 years old, stands at 6 foot tall, and his fighting style is freestyle. Woodson has a professional record of 11 victories with 1 defeat and 1 draw. He's got 3 wins by KO, 1 win by submission, and 3 first-round finishes. Woodson has a has a UFC record of 5 victories with 1 defeat and 1 draw. Currently coming off of a split decision win over Charles Jourdain back in January of 2024. I chose Woodson. He chose Charles Jourdain, just so everyone knows. Some fun facts. Exactly. He's coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 3, where he won by KO victory back in July of 2019. He is a 2-stripe blue belt for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he was a Gold Gloves champion back in St. Louis. And his hero in life is Muhammad Ali, which makes sense of why he's got a Gold Gloves champion. I'm going with the Sniper, Sean Woodson.
Yeah, I'm going same,
right?
100%.
And what sucks about this is I like Bruce Leroy. Like, I would be pulling for Bruce Leroy, except for the fact that he's going against Sean Woodson in this fight.
Yeah, and Sean's hands are clean.
They are.
He's real good.
They are.
Real good hands.
Right? So Alex is going to try to take this to the ground because he's going to get popped once or twice, and then Sean's not going to allow this to go to the ground because he's not as good on the ground.
It's going to be a striking fest, man.
It has to be. Sean's not as good on the ground as Alex Caceres. So if it comes to the ground, Alex potentially could win this. You never know, but go on, Sean Woodson.
Okay.
Hey.
After that, we have Diego Ferreira against Mateusz Rebecki. I'm going Diego.
In the lightweight division of 155 pounds. From Brazil, Diego Ferreira is 38 years old, stands at 5'9", and his fighting style is MMA. He's got a professional record of 18 victories with 5 defeats, 4 wins by KO, 7 wins by submission, and 4 first-round finishes. He has a UFC record of 9 victories with 5 defeats, currently coming off a KO victory over Michael Johnson back in May of 2023. Some fun facts: he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, 3rd degree. From Poland, Mateusz Rebecki. Chinzik is his nickname. He's 31 years old, stands at 5'7", and his fighting style is BJJ. He has a professional record of 19 victories with 1 defeat, 9 wins by KO, 7 wins by submission. He is currently on a 16-fight win streak. Yeah, let me say it again. 16-fight win streak. He has a UFC record of 3 victories, currently coming off of his submission win, round number 1, over Roosevelt Roberts back in November of 2023. I was a little bummed about that because that was Roosevelt Roberts' first fight back in the UFC, and he ends up losing. Fun facts: he's coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 6, where he was a winner back in August of 2022. He's a 2-time Polish ADC champion for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a 3-time European Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion. And his previous job was he was a bodyguard. Yeah, interesting on that one.
A lot of BJJ stats.
You want to guess? You want to say who you're going for first, or are you?
I'm gonna go with Diego.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going with Diego.
Okay,
man.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with the Polish guy, Mateusz.
You know me, I gotta throw an underdog in there somewhere.
Yeah, but I gotta go with the jiu-jitsu guy on this one for some reason. Even though Diego's a 3rd degree black belt, so therefore it's gonna
be interesting.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, this is gonna be real.
That's
fun.
actually gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be real good. But this next fight. Somebody get knocked out.
Yeah.
This is a knockout fight. Has written all over it.
Sorry, this is the other fight of the night. By the way, guys.
Alonzo Menifield against my guy, my dude, my pick from fucking the land down under.
Last year.
Carlos Ulberg.
Yeah, the blackjack. And the light heavyweight division of 205 pounds from USA, UFC's number 11 ranked light heavyweight in the world, Alonzo Atomic Menifield is the underdog in this fight at plus 170.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. He's 36 years old, stands at 6 foot tall, and his fighting style is freestyle. Atomic has a professional record of 15 victories with 3 defeats and 1 draw, 10 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, and 10 first-round finishes. Atomic has a UFC record of 8 victories with 3 defeats and 1 draw, currently coming off a decision victory over Dustin Jacoby back in December of 2023. From New Zealand, Cam's dark horse, Carlos Black Jag Ulberg, is the favorite in this fight at -205.
yeah.
Exactly, right? He's 32 years old, stands at 6'4", and his fighting style is a kickboxer. Carlos has a professional record of 10 victories with 1 defeat, 6 wins by KO, 2 wins by submission, and 5 first-round finishes. Carlos has a UFC record of 5 victories with 1 defeat, currently coming off a submission victory over Dawung Jung back in September of 2023. Some fun facts: he's coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 4, where he was a winner back in November of 2020. His hero in life is his son, and he's an ex-national rugby player. Carlos Ulberg, the Black Jag. So we're going for everyone. Just so everyone knows.
You
so
better.
We're going for you.
You better. Yeah, that one's gonna be good, guys. That one's gonna be good.
That's gonna be really good.
If I had to pick a fight that it excites me for the whole card, it's definitely this next one. It's not because he made a secret attendance at the press conference for UFC 300 and begged Dana White to put him on the card, and Dana did it. But it's because I really like both these guys.
Okay.
Right? I really like who I'm going to introduce first. This sucks that they're fighting against each other. Joaquin Buckley against Nursulton Ruziboev. Now, Ruziboev is fucking legit.
Yes. Yeah. Big time legit. You all right over there? Yeah.
Excuse me. That's how excited I am. Hey, legit.
Legit.
Joaquin is legit.
He is.
So for them putting this fight on here, I'm surprised it's not a main event. Surprise.
A little bit.
So this being a co-main, I really hope for one, it's 5, not 3. Probably is going to be a 3-round fight.
It's got to be 3 because it's a fight night too, right?
And because Derrick Lewis only fights on 3-rounders, not 5. So they're both going to be 3-round fights anyways. But this fight, don't miss it.
No.
Do not miss it. Cariss, take it away.
From Uzbekistan, Nursulton Black Ruziboev is the underdog in this fight at +124. No way. It's got to be because old boy's at home. It's got to be because Buckley's at home. Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the UFC made a mistake on that one, but that's okay. Black is 30 years old, stands at 6'5", and his fighting style is MMA. Black has a professional record of 34 victories, 8 defeats, and 2 draws. He has a UFC record of 2 victories and 0 defeats. Currently coming off of KO victory over Rodriguez Dumas back in March of 2024. He's got 12 wins by KO, 20 wins by submission. Let me say that again. 20 wins by submission and 25 first-round finishes. Some fun facts. He's got a 10-fight win streak currently. He's got a master's degree in economics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, didn't know that. And he's got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Naga purple belt. Sorry. He's got a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he was a Naga champion back in the day. Yeah. Sorry. Some of these stats, sometimes I just shake my head. How are you the underdog, bro?
Yeah, bro.
How are you the underdog at 6'5"?
It's crazy. They're both the same age.
Yeah. UFC's number 11th ranked welterweight in the world, Joaquin Numansa Buckley, is the favorite in this fight at -148. He's 29 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is freestyle. Buckley has a professional record of 18 victories with 6 defeats, 13 wins by KO, 4 first-round finishes. Buckley has a UFC record of 8 victories with 4 defeats, currently coming off a TKO victory round number 2 over Vicente Luque back in March of 2024. Really good fight for him. That's why he's moving up in the way that he's doing. Some fun facts is his nickname means king for Numansa. And his first fight ever in the UFC was against our dude, Kevin Trailblazer Holland, which he lost. He had a booger on his face. And bang.
A lot of shit talking on that fight. But Joaquin's come a long way since then.
Big time. But then again, he was fighting at 185 and 170, so he was going back and forth playing that little game. Now he finally got his nutrition down to where he was eating correctly, so he's able to make 170. He's able to make it good.
And he looks like a specimen.
Oh, he does. He looks like he's ripped. So one thing that I saw, one thing that I saw during this week was he put a post out there because everyone was talking shit, being like, "How are you going to be able to stand up against this guy that's 6'5", right? When you're 5'10" and you're fighting this guy." He put like 8 dudes behind him and said, how tall are you? How tall are you? It went like 6 foot, 6'3", 6'2", 6'4", 6'3", 6 foot. Like he was not having a problem with fighting. So he's prepared in this fight in order to be able to go against him. But I still have Black.
Oh, you're going Ruziboev?
I don't know why. Don't know why. Because Joaquin's on a really good one right here.
I really liked how Joaquin fought Luque.
He's the last one.
I thought that was just fucking class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not picking.
I'm gonna make you pick because Ruziboev, like I think his length is gonna give him a main problem. It's gonna be a huge problem because his length in his fists and his length in his kick. He's gonna keep this away. He might be able to get inside because he's been training against those guys.
And his wrestling's good too.
It is. I'm
going with a draw.
Oh, okay. 20 wins by submission, by the way, bro. Just saying.
I got draw. I'm playing it safe. I got a draw.
But if you had to choose, if a gun was to your head right now, and you had to choose, if $1 million on the table,
$1 million on my head,
saying if you win, if you choose correctly, you get this $1 million. If you choose incorrectly, you get shot. Oh, okay. All right.
And that's hard for me to do because I think Boev is fucking next big thing. Yeah. But it's just based off his last performance, bro. I think it's going to be very hard for Boev to get close to Buckley. And remember, there was moments in that fight where you could physically see Joaquin loading up against Luque and unleashing.
Yeah.
Didn't connect flush.
No.
I think he could catch Ruzi.
He kept his hands really close to himself too in that last fight. Buckley is like he's just looking like a really good striker these days.
He's looking good, bro.
Right? So maybe if this can't stay on its feet, Black's going to take it to the ground in order to be able to submit it because he's got 20 wins by submission.
I really hope that fight goes 3 rounds, 5 rounds, hopefully. If it could go 5 rounds, hopefully. If not 3, but I think it goes to split decision. It could be split decision to Joaquin or split decision to Ruziboev. Either way.
Or let's just have it be a 5-round fight, and then therefore it can't be a split.
Yeah, a draw. A draw. I'd be fucking happy as fuck.
I shouldn't say it can't be a split. Just make it go 5 so we get a finish. How about that?
Okay. That? And in the main event of the evening, this one's definitely going to end in the first round. Derrick Lewis against Rodrigo Nascimento.
Wow. In the heavyweight division of 265 pounds. From USA, UFC's number 12 ranked heavyweight in the world, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis is the favorite in this fight at -162. Yes, Derrick Lewis. He is 39 years old, stands at 6'3", and his fighting style is a brawler. The Black Beast has a professional record of 27 victories with 12 defeats, 22 wins by KO, 9 first-round finishes, no submissions on his record at all because he doesn't want to go to the ground. The Black Beast has a UFC record of 18 victories with 10 defeats, currently coming off of a... What did he do? He's currently coming off of a winner. TKO round number 3 back in... God, where did I just put that? 2023. Okay. Got some honorable mentions for the Black Beast on this one. He has fought Matt Mitrione, Gabriel Gonzaga, Roy, Big Country Nelson, Travis Brown, Mark Hunt, Marcin Tybura, Francis Ngannou, which he won that fight, by the way. That was when they just stood in front of each other and just stared at each other for the entire fight.
It was whack.
It was bad.
For all the hype, that was one of the wackest fights.
Alexander Volkov, DC Daniel Cormier, JDS Junior Dos Santos, Alir Latifi, Curtis Blades, Cyril Gahn, Chris Dawkins, Tai Tuivasa, Sergey Pavlovich, and Sergey Spivak. Jeez. Some fun facts about the Black Beast is the UFC history books of 14 KOs, the most ever in UFC history. His hero in life is his grandfather, and his previous job was he was a truck driver. Oh, excuse me. My bad. I said that he won. I was looking at the wrong one. He came off a decision loss over Jailton Almeida. That was his last fight back in November of 2023. From Brazil, UFC's number 15th ranked heavyweight in the world, Rodrigo Zé Comeo Nascimento is the underdog of this fight at +136. He's 31 years old, stands at 6'2", and his fighting style is jiu-jitsu.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Zay has a professional record of 11 victories with 1 defeat, 2 wins by KO, 6 wins by submission, and 6 first-round finishes.
Oh, boy.
Zay has a UFC record of 4 victories with 1 defeat and 1 no contest, currently coming off a decision victory over Dontel Mays back in November of 2023. Some fun facts. His nickname means Yogi Bear. His hero in life.
That's a good fucking cartoon, by the
It's
way. If
actually-
you haven't watched that shit.
Zay Colmea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yogi.
Yogi. His hero in life is his mother and his father. And his previous job, he worked for his grandfather at his dog kennel, which is actually pretty cool. And he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt.
Yeah, boo boo.
By the way, everyone, just so everyone knows, we do not go against the Black Beast on the MMA game. So
it
doesn't matter that Zay has all these things, because what's probably going to happen is either the Black Beast is going to knock him out in round 1, or Nascimento is going to take him down in round 1 and choke him out.
Yeah, I think Black Beast gets it done round 1.
That's-
Fucking knocks his
That's
ass
what it is.
out.
That's what we want.
Knock him
We
out.
want that
Knock
knockout.
him out and retire.
Yeah.
End of story.
Hey,
Boom.
I'm
Done.
Really?
Done.
Really? He's done.
I think so, bro.
Okay.
He can only do 3-round fights. He can only do fun fights. Like the one I wouldn't mind them redoing is Black Beast against Tai Tuivasa
Because he gave up on that one a little bit.
in Miami.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. Yeah.
Somewhere they could just get wide.
Yeah, go nuts.
Yeah.
He gave
I
up
like
on that
that.
fight. I was disappointed
like
in
that
that one. He kind of just said,
Yeah. It wasn't the best showing of the Black Beast, but it's
No.
all good because he's
No.
going to show out come Saturday night. Bearing everybody makes weight. If everybody makes weight, this will be a very good card. So make sure you guys tune in and check that out.
The Black Beast has to cut weight too to get to 265. You think he walks around like at 270, 275, something like that. So yeah,
That's not too much, though.
Not too much, but for the Black Beast, yeah.
Not too much. But yeah, dude, excited.
Really?
Can't
Yeah.
wait. Should be a good one to
Yes.
keep us entertained and excited and waiting on UFC 302.
Yes.
That one's coming up and it's
Yes.
going to be here quite fast.
Mhm.
Other than that, anything else you want to mention, bro?
I don't got anything in the day.
Yeah.
You got anything?
Nah, nothing at all.
Nice.
Nothing at all. Hopefully Drake and Kendrick could keep dropping music because I am here. I am all for it. Other than that, MMA game, we are out.
See you in St. Louis.